Hi, Jillian.
Hey, Judge, how are you? Okay, we approach for a plea. This is on Joshua Jones. Judge, he has been on supervision for a very long time. He's been compliant while on bond. He sat in jail for, several weeks, a couple weeks? He's been monitored. He's
Actions
had a
have consequences.
curfew.
He's got 2 open DWIs. Would I?
Have a suspended driver's license. He'll have 2 DWI convictions. The next one will be a felony. I think it's an appropriate resolution, Judge. He's been gainfully employed throughout this entire course of time.
What I was thinking is perhaps like a TRAS to see if he really needs sober court, This is just a basic slap on the wrist.
All right, this is a huge moment right here. The judge is drawing a hard line between punishment and prevention. 2, DWIS isn't just about checking boxes anymore. It's about stopping a pattern before someone gets seriously hurt or killed. Quick question for you watching.
Yeah, you'll have 2 DWIs on your record, but a slap on the wrist, people will go wrap their cars around the pole the next week. I've seen it all too much. My concern is on a slap on the wrist, have we really addressed the issue that needs what's going on as to why it continues to happen?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
No, we haven't. The idea is, and I'm being Mr. Jones, when you take the easy way out, or when you take a half-ass approach to something in life, you get a half-ass result, Whereas when you do something meaningful, maybe you'll get a better result. If therapy, we do a TRAS and he does something like knocks their Aunt Connie socks off, perhaps it's only on 1 as opposed to 2. Now, even the faintest smell of alcohol, you're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary for the rest of your life. Don't matter where you go, don't matter what you're doing, don't matter what the circumstances are, you're looking at a 3rd-degree felony next time. And the problem is, have we really addressed the issue? Nope. Yes, prior pen trip too. Next time could be a 15 to life. For the faintest smell of alcohol.
Have a previous TBC.
25 years ago.
Don't matter.
So that means if you get a felony, if you get another DWI, it's automatically a felony, like we talked about. And then it would be enhanced.
Something that happened 25 years ago to now, I feel like you understand and you know a person.
Well, that's not what he's saying. He's saying he's trying to describe what you would be initially charged with if you were to get another DWI. That's what would be the charge. That's what would be the consequences in the next circumstance, if it were to happen, which it's not. If that were to happen, that would be what you would be facing. That's all he's saying.
I totally understand
It's
it.
putting yourself in a pretty tight.
I'm putting myself in anything. I know exactly what happened, just like I know what happened 25 years ago. And I've changed my whole life because of it. Just like you said, I've been employed with the same company for 13 years, 14 years since I've been home.
Mr. Jones.
His GPS, he's working from sun up to sundown. I think that's what's keeping him out of, I think that's helpful. And I think he's been doing good all these months.
I agree. You have been. But you don't get rewarded for following the law. We don't pat you on the back for following the law. The reward is you don't go to jail. But you have 2 open DWIs. You've got some history. The law never forgets. Ever. It doesn't matter if it's 10 years old. It doesn't matter if it's 20 years old. The problem is, in life, you never know what's going to happen that's going to throw you into a loop and going to cause you to do something that you wouldn't normally do. The problem is when you do, if you do, the law.
Let's break this down in plain English. What the judge is saying here is terrifyingly real. One more mistake can permanently change this man's life. We're talking felony exposure. Decades in prison, no reset button. This isn't scare tactics. It's how enhancement laws work. Do you think this kind of blunt courtroom honesty helps people change, or does it push them further into fear?
Doesn't forget. So if you go out and have just a half a glass of wine and you get pulled over, what do you think's going to happen? What I'm trying to tell you is it could be a very, very lengthy prison sentence. And on a 15 to life case, the offers start at 10. That's my fear. Perhaps we could do something more worthwhile. I mean,
Because as far as the consequences of another DWI, if he were to be on probation, it'd still be a conviction. So they wouldn't change his consequences.
but if we do significant, like a TRAS, significant, like sober court-ish, and just on one, as opposed to two. What do you think of that versus this?
I can discuss it with him. We've kind of discussed it already, but we can discuss it again.
Even on one? I don't know if they'd be amenable to it, but,
I can have a chat with them and my client.
Mr. Jones, I think this is a setup for failure, and I'm trying to prevent that from happening. The idea is to get to the root, get to the cause, figure out what's going on, so we can deal with it. You can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself, right?
Exactly.
At some point, something, and this is a setup for failure. I'm being honest. It is. Just see if he's amenable, and go from there.
Just may we be approached? Mr. Jones would like to say a few words on his own behalf, if that's okay with the court.
Sure.
Mr. Jones?
We never did a TRAS in this case.
Let the judge know why you should be able to move forward with this. He's listening. What, like you told me outside? Yes.
Judge Fleischer, I totally understand like what you said as far as dealing in regards to the overall outcome of the case in which you feel in the future you would like to move on with it. Can you understand exactly what I've done? I'm accountability of that, accept that.
What was the turning point for you that you told me about? The last time you got arrested.
Something that I never wanted to put myself, like I
You
said,
said, Judge Fletcher's words made you self-evaluate.
yeah.
Tell them that part.
It made me self-evaluate, the outcome of what I want to do as far as with my life, not be,
What have you done differently?
whatever I've done
What have you
differently.
done differently? Nothing. You've done absolutely nothing except just work. You've done nothing. So
Judge John, he expressed to me outside, I think he's just a little nervous. We talked about saying this to you directly. He expressed to me outside that the last time he got arrested and you said your words to him, he really went in the back. And when he was in custody that time, he really thought about like how he got here and what he needs to do moving forward. He reflected on his mother and when she passed and how when that time period came, he probably didn't grieve properly. And that's kind of how he started
and
drinking.
that's exactly my point.
But Judge, moving forward, I do agree, therapy is absolutely wonderful, but he has been going to AA or NA, and he does still go. And so he has taken those steps since that, and he is on that path now. And with working a job and going to NA and dealing with his grief appropriately with the support of his family, with the support of his children, and having the pride and ability to provide for them has really put him in a good place. And these are not my words. This is exactly what he said to me outside when he wasn't nervous. I just really wanted you to hear it. And so I'm literally just articulating exactly what he
So
just
he's
told
in
me.
a PTI program. Did they kick him out because of the DWI, or they kick him out prior to?
DWI. That's why they removed him.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system, and we'll go from there. But I want a complete full panel. I want to know everything, and we'll see. But I have a problem when we just give another proverbial slap on the wrist and just throw him out to the wolves with now 2 DWIs and with a prior pen trip. It's a recipe for disaster. And the problem is that, yeah, you're grieving over your mom. You do this, but at the end of the day, you've done nothing.
This is the emotional core of the entire hearing. The judge isn't interested in promises. He's demanding proof of change. Job stability alone doesn't equal recovery. Therapy, accountability, real coping tools. That's what he's pushing for. And now I want to hear from you. Is the judge being too harsh here? Or is this exactly what accountability looks like?
To address any potential issues that there may be, so that whenever there is another catastrophic event in your life, because there's going to be, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and it's going to happen. How are you going to cope with it? Are you going to do something? Are you going to go hit the bottle? Are you going to go hit something else even more hard? And then you're going to get in the car, you're going to kill someone? The idea is that you learn from these mistakes. You telling me that you've learned something is no. Everybody tells me there's little bunnies jumping in the woods. That's what everybody says because they're here now. What have you truly done to address the issue? That's what I want to know. And before we go forward on anything else, if I'm going to accept this, I want to send you for a drug and alcohol test now. Okay?
Okay, we'll do.
All right. Thanks. Connor. Hey, bud.
Judge, I'm approaching on Cecilia Salmeron.
Okay.
She's in custody. This is a bond forfeiture case. She just popped up on my docket this morning.
I saw Maroon from long ago. Wow. How's she doing?
She picked up another felony. It's a PCS.
Really?
Yeah. She doesn't have a bond on her felony cases yet. And she has court on Thursday for those.
Let's see. Okay. Do you mind bringing out Miss Salmeron, please? Do you want to stay on, or do you want to?
I'm fine staying on because I just know the case.
I'm going to put like strict bond conditions on her now.
Yeah, and I talked to her about it, Judge, and she understands. And I don't know if she's going to be able to bond out because
She's at no bond now.
Right. So
I don't know how long that'll hold for, but
one of the cases where she picked up with this DWI, the PCS case, and I don't know if they're going to even grant her a bond on that case when she goes to court Thursday. But maybe.
she has a lawyer. Yeah.
I don't think so, Judge. I think the attorney that was on the case withdrew. Any spring break plans, Judge?
Here. No.
Are your kids off
Any kids?
this week?
Yeah, they're in back.
Oh, really?
Hanging out with me in back.
It's awesome.
So I'd like to know what she's doing if she's driving in this case, because she's got an affidavit not to drive. I hope she's not driving.
No, it doesn't appear so. It seems she
Well,
was.
hold on. I'd like to know, but let's wait for her to get out so we can hear it together. Morning.
Morning.
How are you? The only thing I want is I don't want you to kill yourself. That's all I want. You know, I've had people here that I've seen come from a first time, as years pass, they just steadily decline worse and worse and worse. The other day we had a guy here, barely even talk anymore because just ravaged because of everything. All we're trying to do is prevent that from happening. How is the big question? So with us, you have the DWI. It looks like you've picked up a new case upstairs. I have no idea what happened. I'd like to know to see how we go forward. Do you mind what happened in the new case, please?
So the new case, officers were dispatched to a Kroger's in Baytown. Law prevention told the officer that the defendant was concealing items inside her clothing and baggage. The officer detained the defendant outside the front entrance, where she provided a false name and date of birth, which turned out to belong to her sister. The defendant was arrested for an active warrant and was later searched at the Baytown jail, where they found a baggie in her bra containing 2.5 grams of methamphetamine.
Okay. You're currently, our bond is set at 1,000. You're currently held at no bond in the cases upstairs. If you do get out, I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle because I want to know exactly where you go. If you go, I don't know. You're not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you like crazy. Do you understand? Or it's got to stop or something major happens. Okay. So she's set for Thursday. You want to set it for Monday? See what happens upstairs.
It's fine.
Say it again?
I was gonna do Tuesday, just 1 week. Okay.
Yeah. So Felicia, she's not here. Okay. All right. So please don't send her down because I need her to sign conditions. Okay. All right. Okay, Miss Ulmer. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. You know, Connor, what I'd like to do is do a TRAS to see how we move forward.
Okay.
We've got time, so you don't need to expedite it, but I'd like to do a TRS to see how we go forward. My feeling is probably Hue or SATA probably, but it looks like upstairs is probably going to ride regardless. So
It looks like it's a ring chain. I want to go to resident.
I think they may pick her up, Rick, though, because she picked up another one.
yeah, no, it's I can't. Hey, Blaze, you familiar with Rick?
Rick Ford. Not really. I know that it's.
No. So if you've got one case and you pick up a second case, they will kick you out? That's what I was wondering. Okay, all right.
Unless it's case by case, but depending on the new case, but
It's probably the same as the first.
they might keep her then. I think it's gonna be a determination with the chief over there.
Yeah, it depends how they feel about the amount and.
So I'd like to do the TRAS, and I'm going to go based on the TRAS.
That's fine.
I don't care about upstairs.
Yeah, that's fine.
If upstairs are saying, okay, we can do something outpatient, I'm like, no. You know, I'd like to do a TRAS here. Let's see what it says. But my feeling is going to be some kind of inpatient, you know? And yeah, okay.
I can check. Hey, you are.
What's new, man?
Cases, the approach on really quickly. One of them is Mr. Perez. He's taking a collegiate.
Okay.
I'm sorry, by the way.
Whenever, I'm ready when you are. Are you ready? Okay,
Can I call him up, Judge?
please.
Buenos días, escuché pues.
Good morning, Mr. Perez.
Good morning.
Mr. Perez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. If you ever get pulled over again, an officer will see this. If they smell alcohol on your breath, if they smell weed on you, it's probably not going to go well. Do you understand?
Yes.
If I were you, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I would not get into a car because it is a humongous risk, especially if you're not in this country with permission. Because if you go to jail for any more than 6 hours, immigration will get their clutches on you and then you'll be stuck like Chuck. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above? True to the enhancement. That means from now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Minimum 90 days. How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will send you to the agreement. I am going to suspend your license for 180 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, Judge. And Your Honor, I was appointed to this case, and I don't believe my client's indigent status has changed since I've been appointed, was about a month ago.
What do you do for a living?
Como que su oficio, ¿en qué trabaja?
El instalador de pisos.
¿Cómo?
Instalador de pisos.
Oh, floor install.
How much money do you make a
¿Qué
month?
tanto gana mensualmente?
$2,000,
About 3,000,
2,500.
3,500 more or less.
DWI is big business in this state. There's a $1,500 surcharge that would normally apply in this case. And if you don't pay it, you go to jail 1 day for every $100 you owe. We all make mistakes. But if you continue to make the same mistake where you endanger other people's lives, I will treat you like a child. And like a child, I will put you over my knee and spank you like a little child, but it will be with a ton of jail time. Do you understand? A second DWI is a $6,000 surcharge. If you can imagine $100 per day, you will sit in custody. I will waive the fee now, but if you come back on another DWI, get ready. Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende?
Sí.
All right. Thank you so much. Look.
And Your Honor, I have two individuals, Mr. Yua Hernandez, Judge. His appearance was waived. I filed a blood discovery order. I believe that's ready in your
Okay,
queue.
I'll sign it. Sure.
And then also Mr. Jimenez, the same thing, just blood discovery ready. For your signature.
I'll sign it for you. For sure. Good morning, Mr. Towner. Sir, you're charged with illegal dumping. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 6 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. How do you plead to the offense?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to it. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Torres. Good morning. Sir, you're charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, first offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 1 year in jail to be probated for 12 months. Is this a true first?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
As part of the agreement, you will do a DWI education class, a victim impact panel, no breath test refusal, meaning if you're pulled over in a car, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it. If you fail to do it while you're on this probation, you're in violation of this agreement. Substance abuse treatment, no drugs, no alcohol, guardian interlock, 15 hours of community service, and a $100 one-time donation to Houston Food Bank. How old are you?
23.
Okay. Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this, it's over. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
He's here on a bond violation, correct?
Yes, sir. He was supposed to have come to court yesterday and he didn't come, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Because of a bond violation, right?
I don't know about the bond violation, Judge. I think he just missed
Thought he
court.
had a bond violation. Let me see. He failed to appear in his drug test. I'd like to send him now for a drug test. Is it possible?
After we take the plea out, send him for a drug test, otherwise we'll have to wait on Fleischer.
If I find that you're using while you're on this probation, I will put you in a rehab facility. If you are unable to stop, then it's really not going to go well for you. And I'm telling you, if you end up going to a treatment facility, you will be there for a minimum of 6 months, if not longer, depending on how well you respond to treatment. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hear me loud. Hear me clear. Because after today, there's no more chances, Mr. Torres. If you fail to go to a drug test, if you fail to test, if you test positive, you will go into a treatment facility. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I am giving you the opportunity now to stop on your own. If you are unable to do it, we will do it my way, and you're not going to like it. The worst possible thing you can do is fail to show up for a meeting with your probation officer. If you ever have a problem, you could come here, we can talk about it, we can work it out. But if you pick up a new case, if you continue to test positive, it's really not going to go well for you.
Yes, sir.
Now, is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above on this case? Breath test.
I'm not sure what it was.
It's true, Judge. I told him he had a .15,
Okay, so true, the enhancement.
151
So
inside.
he also has an accompanying felony with this. Is that going to be dismissed as a result of this? Do you know?
I did not know he had a felony, Judge.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it was dismissed already earlier. All right. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. Do you work now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you must maintain full-time employment while he's on probation as well. All right, Mr. Torres, good luck. Well, I'm not asking much. All I want are my streets to be safe. If you endanger my streets, I have only one place for you.
Yes,
If
sir.
you violate this agreement, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You're facing 1 year in jail. If you fail to do your stuff on time, you test positive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck. We'll have you see the clerk.
Thank you, Your Honor.
James Van.
Hey,
What's this?
we looking at there?
They just gave me these things here.
For objection?
No. For findings of fact, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, they never do that. No one ever follows that rule.
Here's one on mandamus and writs of prohibition. So a prohibition is to prevent the commission of a future act versus a mandamus is to nullify an act already performed.
Yeah, that's never gonna. Are we doing writ of mandamus on our case?
It would be a prohibition.
See?
But you got to file it in the Court of Criminal Appeals.
Right, because everybody always wants to do that one. That's never it's like a rare unicorn.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just,
Did you email me anything? I didn't see anything.
no. I still think, based on the cases that we submitted, the state submitted a good case.
I did have another case, Your Honor, and I
The
have
reason
not
I,
had a chance to print it out yet, but I can do it for you right now if you'd like to look at
Did
it.
you email it to me?
I could also do that.
It's a waste of safe paper. Take it.
Okay. And yes, it's a similar case than the one that I sent you yesterday along the same case law, except this one also occurred on Southwest Freeway, where this occurred, so exact same location, same situation.
the reason I like that case,
Hold on, let her finish.
I thought she was done. Sorry.
Sure.
That's about it, Your Honor. Let me find it.
Exact same thing
On the same freeway, yes, Your Honor.
on the same freeway, but not in a, I guess, in a tow truck.
I think she's seen near the car, not in a separate car, separate vehicle. Correct. So that's the distinction.
It is, Your Honor, and I would argue that that's not a worthwhile distinction. If you watch the body cam in this case, the defendant's vehicle is parked directly behind the tow truck. Whether they were seen outside the tow truck or she's inside the tow truck, it really does not make a difference.
She's never seen in the alleged vehicle. But the main thing I was going to point out, if you read all the,
But I mean, that's a fact, but I don't think that's just dispositive of the whole thing, right?
okay, I know. But so that's where I'm getting at. If you read that case, they stress like, hey, we don't want to convict people on their statement alone. That's why we have this rule from 1957.
But the distinction is a conviction versus probable cause. This is just a mere probable cause.
Right.
Here.
No.
Is there enough to go forward? Perhaps. Is there enough to convict?
No.
Right.
They have to have, this is a corpus delicti issue. They have to have corpus delicti to proceed with probable cause. So it's probable cause. I guess what I'm saying is they're stressing that there should be other corroboration other than mere statement of defendant. There's a rule called mere presence alone. You know that rule.
Yeah.
She's
but
just
there
present.
but there is corroborating evidence.
Okay. Well, that's where we disagree, so.
How else would she be there? It's the middle of the night.
Your Honor, it's just to be
No,
clear,
it's
it's
not.
not the middle of the night. It's around 7:30 in the morning. The part of the freeway that they're on is a part of the freeway where two highways are converging, and they're in the middle center shoulder, if that makes sense.
Wait. Okay.
So our argument here is that there's no way for the defendant to be able, or anybody else, to be able to leave because there's 3 lanes of traffic in morning rush hour on the left and 3 lanes of traffic in morning rush hour on the right. And to further that, Your Honor, the defendant also does, and yes, I know it's a statement by the defendant, she does say that nobody else was in the vehicle with her, and that she was alone.
I mean, I think there's enough to go forward.
I was just gonna say one more thing.
Okay.
This whole thing about, oh, it's easier to find someone on the side of the highway. Again, I don't know who believes that or why that's
I
some
mean,
type of fact.
I'm looking at everything, the totality of everything, right? Now, this is just probable cause, right?
Yeah, I've already tried the whole case, so why, I'm feeling good about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll get her a rescheduled date.
Of course.
Thank you.
Judge, I'm here on a petition for occupational driver's license on Mr. Sino.
Oh, that must be the gentleman in blue over there. Is that him?
It's a gentleman in a gray shirt.
Gentleman over there.
Mr. Sino has a DWI case in Galveston County. Case is essentially brand new. Our first setting is March 14th, so I don't have any discovery yet. The reason for filing the application in your court is that he is a resident of Harris County, so
But normally you file it where the DWI is open so that they can kind of monitor with the open DWI.
well, if they had jurisdiction over it, sure, but they don't until the conviction occurs. They're not like us up here where you have jurisdiction over stuff because you're being given that jurisdiction by the civil judges.
No, but you can still file it over there. It's either in the county of residence or county of where the charge is currently filed.
Well, until a conviction occurs, they don't have jurisdiction over it. And that would mean he would have to file it in a civil court. Because he lives here, this is the appropriate venue for the civil occupational.
I was of the opinion that it got denied over there. Is that not?
No, he filed a motion for one before telling me about it. And I told him, look, don't do that. That's not the appropriate place to do it. You have to do it in Harris County because you live in Harris County. I never asked them for it because, in my opinion, it's not the appropriate venue. And they'll easily say no to it, I would imagine, because they're civil judges. They're not going to want to do it.
I mean, has his license, if you're saying it's brand new,
It's ALR suspension. He didn't request an ALR hearing in time, so there's a suspension because of the ALR. Started on March 1st.
That's correct.
so I would need to know a whole host of things, like I'd run his NCIC, does he have any prior DWIs?
No, he has nothing, Judge.
Oh, was it a breath test, blood test? You
I
know,
believe it's a blood draw.
do you know anything?
We're reaching out to Galveston and to get more information about the offense, and I can try to run NCSC right now.
It's he allegedly failed to stop at a stop sign. He didn't stop at the right part of the stop sign. Went around the corner where he couldn't see, so he pulled out too far. And so from what I've been told by him, they arrested him for failing to stop at the appropriate point. I don't know what the blood draw, I don't know yet because I don't have any evidence from them as far as what the blood draw is.
Run an NCIC.
And he is I will tell you, Judge, he is volunteer, he's on the volunteer fire department in League City. Although he lives here, he's a member of a volunteer fire department, I believe in League City, right? Is what?
Southeast.
Southeast. Anyway, he's a volunteer fire officer. He has no prior history. He's one of the very few gentlemen that I've had an opportunity to defend over the years, but I'm confident that you will have no trouble from him while his case is pending. And as far as counseling is concerned, I've already explained to him that under the new law, it's mandatory and he's willing to do it.
Judge, here's his history if you want to see that.
And Your Honor, yeah, I see no prior DWIs. The only prior he has is the theft, and the only cases he had open are the DWI in Galveston as well as the UCW.
He had a gun in the car with him when they arrested him, the DWI judge. As far as employment, Judge, Mr. Sino he builds signs, so he travels widely across the state of Texas.
He's gonna have to get treatment though.
I understand. I've told him. He knows.
And then I'm not giving him unrestricted access to all night, all day, all night, you know?
I understand.
So.
I've explained that to him too. The maximum you can give is 12 hours. So we know that.
And an interlock,
Well,
obviously.
he has one already. I knew it would be a condition. It's a condition of the occupational license anyway. So yes, he's got it. And I've provided proof to your,
State, you have any place, any jurisdiction, what do you think? I was gonna keep you in the loop too. Look who it is. Hey, what's new? Here. Good catch.
I almost got it.
So it's an ALR suspension ending in August
It's the jurisdiction here because.
because he lives. So lives, where does he live? League City?
no, he lives,
Well, don't say the address.
he lives in Houston.
I see it. I see it. It's Houston.
Um,
You okay?
yeah.
Okay.
And obviously with the restrictions already.
All right. So just give me proof that he's got the occupational, get me the hours.
You give the hours, sir.
Well, right. I mean, 12 hours, sir. Right. And then, like it's only for work.
Understood.
Right. So
Understood.
like if he's not, I don't want unfettered Saturday, Sunday lollygagging. No, it's only for work. That's it. You know?
Okay.
All right. Okay. Owen.
Thank you, Judge.
For sure.
And I'm approaching on the Brandon Lane case, which is on your docket this morning. You're familiar with the case. This is the gentleman that's got the competency question. We don't have any progress from last week to this week on that matter.
You want to set it farther then? Or no?
Yes, probably. And in the interim, I'm working on gathering there's significant kind of background and mental health background. I'm working on getting those records. We'll probably do another competency eval, or I'll talk to the court about an expert. I think when they
I'm
did
happy
the
to
last,
give you money if you want it.
no, I know.
So
I think the last time they did the evaluation, there's some note in there, we don't have access to his records, which is a little bewildering to me because I think it's all been mostly county related, support that he's gotten before. You know, it's in there's notations of it in the competency eval report that we've got.
you want to issue a subpoena?
No, I think I can get them with a release. And so, so I don't think that'll be an issue. I think I just need to compile them. I mean, there's 15, 20 years of records that I think that exist.
If you need any help, just let me know.
No, I certainly will. And then I told the state ultimately, they've made an offer. We're just not in a position to be able to take the offer at this point. And
They just offer you time served.
yes, and well, but he spent a significant amount of time in custody.
Should we do a TRAS?
We tried, and he couldn't get through it because
That was the one that recommended community residential because of the suppressive behavior in jail. They won't take them in DPRP. That's next level. Well, that's my
Yeah, but they won't take them in DDRP.
But they also said during that he's experiencing delusions. So I mean that's where this whole issue.
Is he taking any medication? Do you know? Should he?
Well, I think
Perhaps that will, hey, if he's taking medication, maybe that'll, lessen the aggressive behavior, and then maybe they'll take him if we say, hey, look.
for long enough time. I can look into.
And if he continues to take it, that's the problem. Is you take it one time, great. You take it 2 times, then you feel better, and then
stop prescribing him anything because of refusal to take medication is what the reports have said to us.
Okay, well,
That's my
I mean, whatever you want.
Yes. Well, and I told the state ultimately it may just be we go to a competency trial and have to evaluate at that point.
Okay.
But we're not quite there yet, so I would just get us a longer recess. Yes, okay. Thank you so much.
Sure. If you need money, just let me know, and I'm happy to give it.
Yes, Judge.
Hi, Dustin.
What's up, Jeff? How you doing?
How's our boy?
I am. We're gonna work the case out. Are you talking about my client I'm always here on?
How can we forget? He's okay?
Yeah, he's fine. No, I'm just, we're set for trial next week. Everything's finally in. There could be a
Sure, he's okay.
Yeah, no, he's actually doing good.
I haven't heard.
That's a positive though. It's a positive. No, he's been doing good. He's in a stable situation with. Oh, look at that. Oh, hey, I still got it. Thank you. So, Judge, it's on trial docket next week. We've got a deal worked out. If you accept it, will you take 30 days in custody? I know that he won't make a probation. I know he won't make a probation, and we all know he won't make a probation.
That's why we need it. You know what I'm thinking? Hold on. Sober court.
He's not going to make it, Judge.
Yes, he will. He will. They bend over backwards to help
I know
people.
they do, but you're not. We're not picking him up.
And I'm not the judge.
I know, but we're not picking him up and bringing him to court. We're not paying for his Uber to get here. He can't drive.
You will get him an occupational license.
No, he won't drive. He smokes weed. No, he can't drive, Judge. I've told him he cannot drive. He's done driving because he would rather. He doesn't like the way Xanax makes him feel, and I don't want him driving with marijuana in the system. So I told him, like, dude, you can't drive anymore, and he's not. And I mean, I think, but I will say this has been at least a decent experience for him for a wake up. I mean, he's doing better and doing decent.
I will give you that he's been doing better for the last, month? When was the last time we put him in? A month ago? Month and a half?
How's in Cancun?
You were having fun. I don't know, Dustin. I really don't, because I truly think it's setting him up to fail. Because, what do you think? Blaze? What do you think? Is it setting him up to fail? I know the adage, you can lead a horse to water, but can't force him to drink, right?
And I don't, because I don't know the case that well, I don't really have the history behind it, so I don't know if we're setting it up to fail or not. I can speak with defense counsel about it.
I mean,
See, you're basically asking me to accept the time served on a second. And I don't do time serves on a second. I can't.
well, it's only time served because he's been in custody a bunch of times.
But I'm not going to reward him for violations, though. It absolutely is.
None of us. I mean, we all want the case to be done. I think we all agree on that. At least.
I don't. I'm not in this to just,
He would be serving additional jail time with the 30 days. He has 6 days credit.
He has 6?
Yes.
Oh,
no way.
no, he's not one.
He's got a lot more than that.
Oh, when I looked it up,
I know it, technically it says it there,
yeah.
but
No, he'd have 6 times 3 is 18. So you have to do 4 more days, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not in it just to move it. You know, I want you to leave better than you came.
Okay, I understand that, but the guy, he doesn't want probation. What do we do? I mean, we go to trial and he's got probation eligible from the jury anyway. The jury can give him probation. I'm saying, like, how do we resolve it then?
What did you offer, 30?
Yes, after negotiation with defense.
I don't think that's, I mean,
Okay.
at the minimum, what I'd like to do is I want to have them TRAS to see what do they recommend, you know? I know you don't want it. I know that you're advocating for your client, and I'm never going to begrudge you for it, Dustin, but you and I both know that's a setup for failure. And I know that you're trying to get it, move it, and just, but
Oh, no, I would love for him to be able to succeed on probation. It's just, I don't want to set somebody up to fail on probation. And I know that, please don't do it
this,
second.
now, this, doing what we're doing now, we're setting them up to go to felony court.
Exactly.
And
Literally what I'm saying. Like, that is what I'm saying. That is my, obviously, it's a concern. It's the second DWI. You need to do it again. It's the third. That's why I said you can never drive a car again if this is what happens. Because
you think that he's really gonna, like, Dustin?
I have no idea.
You know.
I mean, you and I both know. Don't, I mean, we
You
can
know.
guess. We can certainly guess, but he sees where it's gotten him now. I mean, he's become a viral TikTok star, unfortunately.
I think that he, I really, but the point is try to get him better off than he left. And I think that by the proverbial slap on the wrist, we're setting him up for felony court
I
for
don't.
next week.
I understand that. I don't disagree with you on part of that, but I'm also setting up to, not succeed either by, getting into some sort of probation program. If you want
I don't think 30 is appropriate with him. I really don't.
to,
I'd like to have him TRS.
okay, but let's assume that what would you accept so I can talk to him about what the possibilities
I
are.
don't know. I want treatment. That's what I want.
I know.
That's what I want.
Sure, what I can do is.
I'm not interested in jail time. I don't want jail. I want treatment. That's what I want.
T-Rad, Your Honor, I can try to sweeten the pot a little bit and drop it to a first, and that way he's serving probation on a first.
Husband.
That way he's
Sure.
in jail.
Yeah, well, it's helpful. I mean, he's got jail credit to cover jail time, but
Yeah.
Well, why don't we do this? I mean, I know their experts aren't available anyways next week. Let's just take off trial doc and TRAS him. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll send those.
So just pull up trial docket. We'll be here next week. Well, Ben will be here. I'll be at rodeo.
So can we keep him on and then we'll send him for a TRAS that day?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just set,
Okay.
just make notations so they'll pull it through.
I know he's not going to like it, but sometimes in life.
Yeah. I understand.
Thanks, Dustin.
All right, thanks, Jess.
Please, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Sammy Torres.
I know I had it here somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no. No.
Hi, I'm Judge.
Good morning. What's up?
It's supposed to good afternoon.
Right.
So I may have already approached you on this last setting, but I can't remember. On Jada Davis, she's approved for the DWI PTI. TRAS is done. We just need to pay the $100 clean and green fee and get her signed up on the contract.
Done that yet or no?
I need to figure out where to pay the clean and green fee. So as soon as, I think I'm going to talk to one of the admins on this floor who handles that.
Do you know where they pay the clean and green fee?
I don't think anybody knows.
Your Honor, I can go talk to one of the DWI, I mean, check if you want to figure out.
I can message Brenda Gomez and see if she can respond.
It's not her program though, is it?
Barzo would be the person that.
Isn't it
reach out
with,
to.
it's with environmental, right?
No, James Garza is the head of it. It's like a separate program. It's like a retail, it's like the retail theft program. Does that make sense? It's like its own separate.
Do you know who that person is?
Yeah.
Do you mind emailing them
Yeah.
and attach Kavita so that we're all on the same page where she knows? And then What date, do you know the date yet, or no, do you have to pay first and then you get the date?
I think that's how we do it, right, Mackenzie? Pay first and then get a date? Or schedule it? I'm not
Yeah, I
sure.
don't want to say yes for sure.
Right,
Figure it out, Judge.
but I don't want to set it too far off. It's already 220 days old.
If anything, I can always bring it back, or we can get the supervision order done in the interim.
Can we set it a week? Just to get the date? Because I don't even know what the date's gonna be.
I don't either. Michael's gonna be out this week, so I'm working solo. So can we do 2 weeks?
2 weeks.